America just declared war on a 6,000-year-old civilization. Trump just posted, and I quote, "An entire civilization will die tonight. Not a military base, not a nuclear facility, an entire civilization." And the war just kept scrolling. So let's talk about what's actually happening in the Middle East right now, because I promise you, your news feed is lying to you. Okay, quick geography lesson because apparently we need it. Iran, 6,000 years of continuous civilization. Persia, the empire that literally invented postal systems, human rights charters, and chess. 6,000 years. And Donald Trump, a man whose longest running business is a golf course, went on Truth Social and said he could erase all of that overnight. Bro, overnight. My Instacart delivery takes 3 days and he thinks he can erase 6 millennia before breakfast. Now here's what's happening. And pay attention because this is moving fast. The US and Israel launched strikes on Iran's Karg Island, which handles roughly 90% of Iran's oil exports. They hit railway bridges. They knocked out power grids in cities like Karaj. Trains stopped running nationwide. Iran had to suspend all rail services. That's not a military strike. That's collective punishment. That's a war crime with a press conference attached. And Trump literally held a press conference where he said, again on camera, in front of journalists, that he wanted to seize Iran's oil fields. Direct quote, "I'm a businessman first, president second." A sitting US president admitted on television that this is a resource grab. And nobody lost their mind. Can you imagine if any other country said that? If China said we're bombing Taiwan because honestly, the semiconductors are really good and we want them, CNN would have a countdown clock and its own dramatic music within 6 minutes. Now here's what the mainstream coverage isn't telling you. Iran hit back hard. Iran missiles and drones targeted the Dimona industrial zone in Israel's Negev desert. If that name sounds familiar, it's because Dimona is where Israel's nuclear establishment is located. Iran also struck US military bases in UAE and Kuwait. The IRGC, Iran's Revolutionary Guard, issued a statement saying, and I'm paraphrasing, "Our patience is finished. America and its partners will be cut off from this region's oil and gas forever." Forever is a long time, man. And then they said if America crosses the red line, the response will go beyond the region. Beyond the region. That's not a threat. That's a calendar in white. Now here's where it gets genuinely darkly funny. US soldiers stationed across the Middle East, UAE, Kuwait, Qatar, you know where they are right now? Hotels. They evacuated their own bases. America pulled 1,500 sailors out of Bahrain. The country that's supposedly winning this war moved its troops to Marriott. Meanwhile, in Iran, a maths professor at Sharif University, Iran's MIT equivalent, is teaching calculus online from inside a bombed building. The ceiling is cracked. The walls are damaged. He's got a whiteboard and a Wi-Fi connection and he's not stopping class. That's the collapsing civilization Trump is talking about. A math professor refusing to cancel class while America's soldiers are checking into hotels and asking about the breakfast buffet. Let's zoom out, because here's what actually terrifies me. This isn't just about Iran. If Strait of Hormuz operations get disrupted, which Iran has explicitly threatened, oil prices don't just go up, supply chains collapse. Cooling systems in Gulf countries fail during summer heat that regularly hits 50 degrees Celsius. People can survive without power in that climate. We are talking about a humanitarian catastrophe that would dwarf anything we've seen this decade. And the UN, silent. The Security Council, no emergency meeting called. The G7 allies Trump humiliated, Britain, France, Germany, Canada, watching quietly, waiting to see if America finally overextends itself so badly that the dollar's global dominance cracks. Everyone is playing chess, and Trump thinks he's playing Monopoly. Look, I don't want war. Nobody reasonable wants war. But here's the thing about calling something a civilization. You're admitting it's real. It has history. It has people. It has math professors teaching geometry in damaged buildings because they believe knowledge is worth protecting even when everything around them is burning. When Trump says a civilization will die tonight, he's accidentally told the truth about what he's doing. He just doesn't think it's a problem. That's the part that should keep you up at night, not the missiles, not the oil prices. The fact that the most powerful man in the world looked at 6,000 years of human achievement and said, tonight, and the world kept scrolling. Don't keep scrolling. So that's it. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel.